Right. First thing is always get my inside elbow back. I can't escape without that. So I get it back. If he's putting a lot of pressure on me here, I get a good connection. If I don't have to, I won't, right? I'll be a little more relaxed, but if I need it, I'll get it, right? And then I'm gonna work for my escape. Now, while I'm working to escape, I have to not go from a bad position to a worse position. Worst position would be mount or knee right? Because either he can really hit me. If he mounts, this is gonna be two ways. Knee across my belly. Yep, or go back, kind of lean to face my legs a little bit and throw his leg over my legs to mount, right? He's gonna do one of those two things. I'm gonna defend against that the same way every time. I'm gonna keep this knee up and touching his body, okay? And I see a lot of people like do this, that's not gonna help you. I have to be up against, I have to feel a connection to him, and once I get it there, I push into him a little bit. Now I can feel, right? I can feel. Now, if he goes to put his knee on my belly, that becomes my escape moment. Right? As soon as I start to feel him lift a little bit, you'll use that, that'll help you get your knee back. And that's 100% timing, right? So if my knee is down here, it's a lot harder to do, but my knee is right up here, almost where it needs to go, and as soon as he lifts to mount it all, boom, it slides right in there, okay? Now, if he goes to throw his leg over, he's going to get caught on my foot, right? Yeah. So I'm going to catch that, and then we're in a scramble, or I'm preventing him from mounting. So what he'll want to do if he's going to throw my leg over is push this back down, and then this one comes up. And now I'm defending, and look, my foot goes on top of my thigh, and I'm defending here from keeping him from throwing that leg over, right? And then the same thing, if he tries to bring his knee in, boom, we're back to bringing that knee inside. So first one, let's go back, just work the technique. Keep your knee up here, close your eyes, and then as he goes to bring his knee on your belly, pull guard. Same way I showed you, exact same move, right? Then if he goes to throw his leg over, just keep it here, right? Don't panic. He'll realize he can't throw it over. If he does, you'll just be able to, I'll bridge into him and take him down. So then he'll move my foot and then bring the other one up, right? Other one stays here, yeah. And throughout the whole process, go back, you notice what happened there? If he gives me the underhook, I'm gonna take it. So any moment I feel like I can go here, I'm gonna immediately take that underhook. So now he has to defend against me repummeling the underhook the whole time too, okay? So again, practice those movements, pulling guard from here when he brings the knee on the belly, or blocking if he goes to throw the leg over, and if he pushes it down, bring the other one up. Practice that a few times and then we'll drill back and forth. Okay, go ahead. As he goes to hop up and put his knee on my belly, I'm also bridging into him a little bit and assisting that lift to give myself a little bit more space, okay? So if he just hops up, I may or may not have enough space to bring that knee in, but if when I feel him lift, I just give him a little bit of a bump, then for sure you're gonna have the space to get your knee in. I get lazy and my hand or my knee isn't touching him, I'm not gonna have the timing. So here, I'm not gonna have the timing, right? I'm not connected to Justin's hip. So by the time I realize he's bringing his knee up, I have to go all the way to here. And not only that, right? I have to go all the way to here, but I don't actually start moving his body until right about there, because I have to take out the slack, right? So here, I'm not connected at all. My timing's gonna be, and then I barely start moving him, okay? Here, I'm touching him, but I'm not really connected. So when I start to go, now I affect. Watch, don't do anything. Just bring your knee there. Mm-hmm. And I'm just gonna go to lift him, right? I'm touching his hip now, right? And now I'm gonna go. And see, it's that much pressure before I start to lift his hip. So instead, I wanna be connected. So the whole time I'm laying on my back here, I'm keeping some pressure here, right? That's important. Same thing with my knee. My knee is pressing here all the time. If all of a sudden he were to sit straight up, my knee should just shoot this way because the pressure's already going that way, right? So now I'm kind of spring-loaded like this. The moment he goes to knee ride or bring that knee into mount, I'm right there and I've got it, okay? That's super important. You got to keep connected there the whole time. Right, next one. Justin is only going to work on throwing his leg over. So I keep this here, and if he doesn't move it, I don't need to do anything. I'm happy to let him try and throw his leg over. If he throws his leg over here, I'm going to take the underhook, and I'm going to bridge into it and get on top, okay? So as soon as he goes to throw the leg over, you're going to do it. He's probably not going to do that. He's going to move your leg, and that's when I bring this one up, okay? And again, if I can get the underhook, I'll take the underhook. Notice when I take the underhook, I can block the knee here with my hand, right? And if he starts to get lazy, I'm just going to make that basic bridge that we worked here on the skinny X right here. So he's probably going to move this other leg, and then this one comes back up. And basically, you're just going to be playing a game there on bottom where you're going to keep switching your feet like this while you're digging for the underhook, okay? So person on top, all you're trying to do is throw your leg over, only that one. Okay, go. And remember from the underhook, really the only thing I'm doing, it's never palm towards me, right? Because that's hanging on to him. I'm trying to create space. So internal rotation, and my palm's going up, and my arm is going this way, which is the same direction I'm looking to take his body weight. So Justin's crossface underhook, and I'm here, and I feel him turn his body to face my legs. I go here, and I take out all the slack, and then at any moment, if I feel like I have it, then that's going to be my bridge. It's always there, right? So to your question, how do we mount? Different class, but there's interesting ways to take care of this. So for example, here, one thing I might do is hook his heel for a second, and now I can tap this and I can mount. He can't block me. So there's a whole game that the other person on top can be playing here. You just have to be aware of that, right? So if I start to push this knee down, you switch. If you feel me start to feed it, right? Yeah. Just be aware of what's going on with your feet. He may start to get that knee across, right? So I want to be sensitive here, and when I feel him go, that's my time, but I miss. I miss. He starts to bring his knee across. So now I have to choose how I'm going to defend, and I'm going to focus on one of his legs. So as he's mounting, I'm ready to feed that other leg through so I can get half guard and start to take his back. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell for frequent updates because we're updating this every week, and make sure you comment and like and share our videos. We appreciate it, and we definitely try and respond to all the comments. And if you like what we're doing and you like the material, check out SBG University, SBGU, and you're going to see a ton more in much greater depth than what you see here on YouTube. Thank you very much.